Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oscar, and today I'm going to be doing some sort of very long review. And in today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio series, uh, the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, Clunker Bumblebee, and versus Barricade 2-pack. This is a very awesome set, and I got this at Target, and I was like, you know what, I might as well do a review on it because it was pretty nice. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a closer look. But before we take a look at the figures itself, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the box. Oops. So here is the box that it comes with, the packaging of these both figures. As we can see, we have the clear opening of the bubble, which here's Bumblebee and the Barricade, which they stand, and they're number 27 and 28. There's a picture of Bumblebee with his orange incarnations. There's the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line studio series, and on the back of the box is the figures. Figures on the back, which features Bumblebee and Barricade, and yeah. So let me see if I can straighten out my camera. There we go. So yeah, this is the Bumblebee and Barricade, and this is the Bumblebee that we first saw in the Transformers 2007 movie in his first appearance before he turned into that sweet Camaro. Although Bumblebee having 22 steps and Barricade having 21 steps, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, so I think this set might be inspired by that scene that we saw in Transformers where we saw Bumblebee and Barricade fight it out when in that chase scene. I think this set is inspired by it. So it did come with the backdrop, which the backdrop was supposed to be where the Barricade and Bumblebee fought, and Sam and Michaela had to deal with Frenzy. It came with that backdrop, but unfortunately I lost it, and I don't know where I put it. So but yeah, it's that this display base. So yeah, that was the packaging for Bumblebee and Barricade. Now let's take a closer look at the figures. And before we take a look at the figures, we're going to take a look at the accessories that each figure comes with. So we're going to take a close look at Bumblebee's first. So here's Bumblebee's accessory, and it's actually Bumblebee's cannon, which is painted in this really nice shiny silver. As you can see, it's kind of shining through my light. And there's little yellow pegs there. And why are you asking? Is because underneath Bumblebee, there's like pegs under here. So what you need to do is this little rectangular piece pegs into here, and this little little oval thing pegs into that middle. So you just want to do this like so, and it tabs him very nicely. And there's Bumblebee, and you can connect the weapon onto the back of him. It looks like some sort of engine that he's carrying with him, but it's pretty cool that you can tab it in and just store it on the back instead of leaving it on the side. But it's still a pretty nice piece, and I'll show that later on. Now for Barricades. This is Barricade's weapon, which is a spinny saw thing, and he uses it as like a yo-yo, but it's like in this plastic. But yes, you can store it, but I am not a big fan of where you can store his weapon. I'm not a really big fan. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take this, and you're supposed to peg it in this giant opening here, and it just pegs in like that. And there you have Barricade with his weapon. And I'm not a very big fan of how it sticks out to the front, because I guess you can imagine like he's driving around like shredding stuff. But I'm not really a big fan of that. I kind of disagree. I guess you can go like, but I'm not really a fan of that weapon being there. But it's still pretty cool to store it away anyway. But now you can remove it, and it's actually pretty hard for me to remove it. So you just gonna have to wiggle it. You're just gonna have to take your time. You're just gonna have to wiggle it out. And it almost feels like every time I do this, it almost feels like I'm gonna break it. I don't know if that's your guys' personal preference, but it almost feels like I'm gonna break it. So once you spread it out, I guess you could just peg it. Okay, so come on, just come out. Yeah, that's the problem, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like it being there. Give me 1 second. Okay, and I finally got it out, and when I got it out, I heard a snap and I thought I broke it, but yeah, I finally got it out. That's why I'm not a big fan of it being there, but it's still pretty cool to have his weapon, him being to the side. Now we're gonna take a closer look at the figures. Now I'm gonna review. Oops. I'm gonna review both of the figures in one video because I don't want to make it a part 2 video. But I'm gonna review both of the figures, and this video is obviously gonna take super long. It's probably gonna take an hour and a half because we're gonna go to 2 figures. This is my first time. Usually I would review 1 figure, but no. Oops. And his weapon fell. You guys probably see my face, but well, that's not good. Anyway, I got his weapon back. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just take a closer look here in a bit. So yeah, first we're gonna review Bumblebee. Now I'm gonna move Barricade and his weapon to the side, and we're gonna take a closer look at Bumblebee here. So yeah, Bumblebee looks very cool. This is the Camaro that he first as he first started in the movie. And this is basically the first ever Studio Series Transformer that has been ever released in the Studio Series lineup. And one thing that the changes that they did was that this Bumblebee didn't have the original one didn't have like all these rusting paints. In the Clunker version, it has like rust and like, you know, a bunch of dirt on him. This is the version. I'm still gonna. If I do have the chance, I'm still gonna pick up the exact same figure without the paint. It's just I just want to collect the Studio Series as quick as I can. I'm also Barricade is also the same figure too. But I'm still gonna pick one up anyway. Because you know I just want to collect the collection as much as I could. But yeah, here's Bumblebee. Nothing else much to say. So, you know, painted yellow Camaro, old Camaro, as you can see. He has blue metallic headlights and the silver and all that. Headlights. Something in my eye. And there's like dirt and everything. Clear windows and not that. And you can actually roll him around. And before I transform him, here he is right next to the Bumblebee I reviewed the last time. It was the it was the Revenge of the Fallen 74 Bumblebee. Now this is the Camaro that he would turn into, and you guys can see it's a big difference in the comparison, which is actually pretty cool. Although Bumblebee, this Clunker Bumblebee being a little bit tall, the vehicle being a little bit taller than this Bumblebee, I think it's still pretty nice and still pretty good. Using 2 shades of yellow, while this Bumblebee using a light shade and this one using a dark shade, and it goes also same with the blacks, as you guys can see. Did a pretty good job there. And before I transform, I want to compare this one to Barricade. You guys, pretty good job. You guys can see, and there they are together, both the same size. So yeah, that was that. And one more comparison. We're gonna bring in Rampage, as you guys can see there. And there we go. Alright, so now we're gonna skip ahead into the transformation. Now, to begin the transformation, it's actually pretty simple in a fun way. It's very similar to the other Bumblebee's transformation, but just with a little more zip. So first, what you want to do is you want to come here to the doors, and you want to detach one of the doors here. It's kind of hard. It pegs in like everywhere. But yeah, you just want to detach one of the doors. Same here, detach and leave him off to the side. And it looks like he has wings now. Into the side. And next you want to come over to, let's see. You want to come over to the wheels, I think. And you want to detach. Oh, and the wheel came off. Well, that's not good. I just want to detach. Yeah, just detach that. Peg the wheel back in. Jeez, pegged out. There we go. And you just want to peg that section out. And do the same here and peg this section out. It's kind of hard, but you'll get a hang of it. And detach the hood piece, and then you want to separate his legs. Well, this is obviously going to be his legs. You want to detach the back section, I guess you could say. And next you want to, let's see, you want to push up here. kind of push along up here, and this will detach the hood section. Not the hood section, but that will detach. Oop. It's kind of hard, but you just gotta get the hang of it. Actually, that's not gonna work, but yeah. So, let's see here. Lift up the arms. Oh yeah, lift up the arms. They peg into these small grooves, but once you do that, lift up the arms. Okay, lift up the arms. And now this will allow you to now give you access to this, which you can actually fold it back. Come on, I said move. Come on, man. Jeez. It's not that hard. There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, now once you've done that, you want to kind of take... Now, come on. Take this front piece and you kind of want to detach it. And it's not working for some... Okay, now, there we go. Now it's detachable. There we go. So now you want to detach. You want to leave that off to the side. Now we're going to work here on this bottom section. So what you want to do here... this one's kind of loose on mine, but no problem. What you want to do here is you want to detach the feet that they connect to onto the things here, right here. And you want to take this little piece here and you want to slide it off to the side. So that way it won't get in the way. And now you can... take these knee pads and just move them forward, like so. And then now take this, and then move them inside, like inner course. It's supposed to work. I don't want to necessarily break the figure. And but if I break it, I'm gonna be sad, obviously, because it's my... you just have to move this inner, but it doesn't want to for some reason. Just give me a minute. Okay, guys, my bad, my mistake. So you don't want to move it in, you want to move it out, like so. You want to move it out, like so, like this. That was my mistake, guys. I'm sorry, I got mixed up with the other one. But yeah, you want to move this out, and that will give you clearance. So don't move it inward. That's bad. So once you've done that, you want to close these window pieces in. And now you want to fold this back. And now you just want to push this little piece in. The black piece that's supposed to slide into the gray piece. And now once you've done that, you just want to peg the foot in. If I can manage to. There we go. And now just move that piece there. And now push this piece in. And like so. And then again, tab it in. Like so. And there you have his legs done. And take the arms and just move them out. Now, I have a problem with this arm. I'll point that out later in the review. And there we go. That's the problem. So basically, it pops out. Now, there is a reason why it pops out, and I will explain that later on. But we gotta finish the transformation. So once you do that, you just want to take out his arms out of these spots because they're gonna be disturbance. And there's his head. You guys probably already seen that. But but once you've done that, you want to flip this whole front section forward, like so, and then take this little gray, take this piece, and this will tab in here, like so, and just move these pieces in forward to give it more, detail, and move these down. Oopsie. Move these down, and bring out his hand, and yeah. It tends to pop out sometimes, but and just peg this in and move out his hand, and there you got that done. Now take this back piece and you want to fold it in, and you kind of want to, let's see, and move it and fold it in again and rest it there, and take these pieces here and untab them and move them down. like so. And you just want to get everything, you know, folded out and everything. Oh, geez, this is going to be difficult. Yeah, and once you've done that, there you have Clunker Bumblebee. Oh, I'm off to a fantastic start. Okay, there we go. There we have Clunker Bumblebee in his robot mode. Oh, that was actually complicated. There we have in his robot mode. Now, he's actually pretty cool. Great representation as he looked as in the film. Let's get a closer look. Great representation of the head sculpt as he looked in the film. Again, this is the head sculpt that I want to see on the other Bumblebee. I guess they will release it, but I don't want to see no more Battle Mask Bumblebee. I want to see a Bumblebee with this head sculpt, which will look pretty badass. So yeah, it is pretty nice. And now let me get something else so that way I can compare it with something. Here he is right next to Sam Witwicky, the little minifigure that came with the other Bumblebee. Pretty good size difference, as you guys can see here. Does scale pretty nice. I think in the movie, this Bumblebee was supposed to be just a little bit taller, but I guess that's no problem. That's just Transformers, you know. I'm gonna move that Sam to the side. So yeah, this Bumblebee actually looks pretty nice. It has nice detail, as you guys can see. The head sculpt looks pretty nice, painted silver. The blue eyes and everything, the little Autobot symbol there. The chest looks really nice again. Amazing detail. And you can see the amazing sculpting right here in the ribs area. And the stomach, I should say. And here's the feet. Look very nice. The knee pads. Or just the knees. And here's the hands. Which look very nice. Here's the other hand. And here's the back section, which looks very nice. It looks like a bee. Well, not bee, but, you know. And that's pretty much it. That's actually pretty good. Now, I'm going to show you something that you can do. Now, the reason that this little hand come off is because this is to actually plug into this hand is to replace it. Now, again, God, I can't speak. So that way, this Bumblebee doesn't have to hold his gun like the other one. So that way, you can take this and you want to peg it in this little hole here. And mine slides in pretty good, so I should have no troubles with it whatsoever. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Oh god, it's gonna be kind of difficult, but okay, there we go. You just push it in there, and there you have Bumblebee with his cannon, and it looks very nice. You can get awesome poses with this, and it looks like it actually came out of his hand, which I pretty dig that. Which is actually pretty nice. Yeah. If you, I don't know where you can store this hand in the meantime. I guess you could. I don't know, but yeah, it is still it's pretty cool that you can actually store this Bumblebee with this cannon. It's actually pretty cool. Now I'm gonna remove it. There we go. And then I'm just gonna put his hand back. Oops. Hold up, give me a minute. There we go. And yeah, so that was that. As far as his articulation, his head is on a ball joint, can look left to right, and they can move up and down. And then his waist spins like so, and his arms can move outward. They can move in and now. They're on a ball joint. His arms can swivel. They can also bend, and his hands can also move in and out. And the legs can also are on a ball joint. The legs are on a ball joint. He has swivel rotation here at the thigh, and he also has a bendable knees here. He has no rotation in the articulation in the foot whatsoever, but you can still get pretty cool poses. I recommend you pose him with a gun on the cannon, I should say, on his hand. Looks very nice. Now, normally he would not be standing because on my copy of the figure, he has a very, very loose leg, and I do not like that at all. And just one quick comparison real quick. And here is the Clunker Bumblebee right next to the other Bumblebee that I reviewed. And as you can see, they're both the same size and they're both very similar in their unique ways. Almost the same detail as you guys can see here. Almost the same transformation, I gotta say. In the light, this Bumblebee looking a little bit orange, as you see as a lighter. And let me compare the other gun that comes with the Bumblebee just so you guys can get a better look. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. Jeez, I'm trying to find the gun and I can't find it. Nope, I can't find it, guys. Oh wait, actually I did. I did find the gun. It's right here. So this is the gun that came with this one, and let me make a comparison. Now they did a good job with this one as a painted silver instead of leaving it black. I guess you could. Oh, that won't work because it has a ball jointed. But yeah, it's still pretty good in their unique ways, as you guys can see with these bumblebees. So I'm gonna move this bumblebee out of the way, and that was the bumblebee that we just took a look at. Now we are going to transform it back into his vehicle mode. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin the transformation. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to take these pieces and you want to peg them into the side right here, peg them in here, and then you want to lift this out, and then lift this out and tap it in, and let's see, yeah, let's see, working on the feet, just detach here and bring it down, and then here you just want to push it in, and just move it here. And just push it in here. And there we go. And now we're going to, let's see, flip out the wind piece, not the wind pieces, but the windows here. And just move this to the side. And now you just want to align this. Oh wait, I think it's wrong. Hold up. Wait, did I do it wrong, or did I not? There we go. So just tap it in, and we'll align like so, and then just peg it in here on the side of the leg. There's a little tab there which will peg in, which surprisingly will not do for some reason. There we go. And do the same here. Rotate this around. And peg it in. And now what you want to do is you want to peg this back section together and put these knee pieces in. Take these little sections and then hinge them up and tab them into the side of the car, like so. This will become the little, little pieces that will be useful later on. Here we go. And this piece will tend to pop off because the tabs are not that great, but it will still work. And then once you've done that, you're gonna want to detach the waist and bring this whole section up, and then bring this forward, and they'll kind of just get in your way, everything. Straighten these pieces forward like this, and just collapse this in there, and they'll align everything. Let's see. It's kind of hard to do everything, to be honest. Let's tap this in, and yeah, it is kind of very hard, but oh, there we go. So just again tap this in and tap this behind here. There we go. And the last steps are very easy. You just got to take the arms and just bring them inside here, and then just and then bring in the hand, and then just rotate this here and then rotate this to the back. And there we go. And to have this in, there we go. And there we go. Slides in. Do the same here. Bring this in. And that popped off, but it's okay. To the back of here. There we go. Fold in the hand. Fold this in. And fold this back. So, to have this piece in. And shove this piece in. Like so. Like that. Kind of fold this head forward. There we go. And just have this in. There we go. And once you've done all of that, make sure everything is aligned and everything perfectly. Once you've done that, there you have a Clunker Bumblebee back into his vehicle mode. And honestly, it's very nice. Unique transformations and everything alike. It's just very nice. And it's very cool. The only thing I noticed is that he has a side view mirror here, but at the other door he doesn't for some reason, which is weird. I don't know. But yeah, that was Clunker Bumblebee, and now we're gonna move on to Barricade. Let me just move everything off this side. So now we're gonna move on to Barricade. So yeah, so here is Barricade, and I'm gonna move Bumblebee out to the side. So yeah, here is Barricade. Let's take a closer look at him. So yeah, Barricade, obviously the police, Decepticon, which is very cool. Now one thing I noticed is that it doesn't say the to punish and enslave on the side on the back of the vehicle, which is kind of disappointing. But now one thing I have a problem with is that pegging in the side here, the doors do not want to peg in at all. They just want to pop out, which looks very ugly, but still, it is pretty cool. Yeah, you can do that. Pretty nice. I wish it came with a Frenzy figure, but you know, that's just something, everything, you know. But yeah, he is pretty nice. Very cool, you know, headlights, windows, the back, the front, everything. It's super nice. And it says police and 911 and everything. And it says 643. And yeah, that's the police car, which is awesome. So now we're going to transform him into his robot mode. So let's see. To transform him, you're going to want to come back here on the back, and you want to unpeg this section, and you want to kind of separate everything. I just have to, oh yeah, there we go. Just separate everything, and then just separate these pieces here, and then just move everything off to the side. It pegs in everything in nicely, so you just want to peg everything, and there we go. And just unpeg these pieces here, and let's see, take everything out here first, and lift this whole section down like so, and push this piece, take his head and push it forward, and there's Barricade's head. Now everything should be very simple. So now you want to unfold the feet, and you want to peg this back section back, and you want to fold out his feet, fold this out, peg this in on the back, fold out his little toe, and then just unfold his legs, and see, and take this back, and then just lift it over to all the way to the back here, and lift, not lift, but rotate everything here. See, just rotate like so, and move these pieces down, which these are going to be his arms. Once you move these pieces down, lift this up, and take out the hand and just close it in, so. And do the same here. Move his hand up. Take his hand out like so. And once you've done that, you just want to close again the little mirror piece like so. It should tab in pretty nice. And make sure these little these little window pieces are here. And take the back section and just kind of fiddle with it just a little bit. You should be able to do something with it. I remember that. Oh yeah, just do that and peg it to the back, and that would be. And that would be there. Now they're supposed to peg in the waist, but it doesn't peg in on mine. Just bend the hand and then take these pieces and move them down, and then fold them up. There we go. So now just kind of stand him up. And just move these pieces. Just get everything aligned first before you do anything else with the thing. Just trying to get him to stand as perfectly as good as possible. Oh, and then take the hands and just unfold them. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there we go. Just open them up. Do the same here. Open them up. And yeah. There we go. Everything. And once you've done that, there we have Barricade in his robot mode. Now he looks very nice. Very nice as he looked in the first movie. It doesn't look like he looks nothing like if he was in Dark of the Moon. He was in Dark of the Moon, but it doesn't look like it. He was painted silver. Now, here he is right next to Sam. Excuse me. Here he is right next to Sam, and you can actually recreate that scene where he's like running, and he's like, oh my god, oh god, and Barricade's chasing him. Pretend Bumblebee's the car, and he's like, oh, it's a bad dream. Are you username ladiesman217? I don't know what you're talking. Are you username ladiesman217? Yeah. Where is the EB item 21153? Where are the glossers? And then yeah, which is pretty fun. Yeah, Barricade is very a nice figure, and I gotta give it to him. Very nice. They got the sculpting right. Hasbro is a good job. Now, one quick comparison. It's not from the Studio Series, but I hope it's released soon. Let's see if I can grab him. Here he is next to Sideways. Now, this is obviously bigger. They're both deluxes, as you guys can see, but they're both bigger. Now, people are saying, I'm going to get to the confrontation of this, people are saying that they're both the same, and, you know, and that they are like, you know, the same, or they're like twins or something. They're not, excuse me, they're not the same, unfortunately. Yeah, they're not the same, but, yeah, that was a comparison with that. So let's take a closer look at Barricade here. Let's take a closer look at his face. So you guys can see he has a very, very nice head sculpt. You guys can see the silver paint here and the blue metallic here on the top. And you guys can see the gold in his mouth and the red eyes, which looks very nice. And you guys can see the arms, the hands look pretty nice. Very, very, very cool. Police and everything. the chest and the under part here, and you guys can see the feet, and on the back you guys can take a closer look at it, and there's the back, which he has those things on the back here, and it looks very, very, very nice, and I really do dig that a lot. Now, yeah, very nice, and super cool. Very adore this figure a lot, and you guys can actually see in his hands the details are very nice. Now, what you want to do, how to get his weapon in him, you just want to take one of his hands and you want to close them in, and you guys will notice that it will be one of these holes. Now, take this little circle thing, and you want to take take this one, actually take this hand, and you want to put it in the hole, and now you just want to close it in like so, and then we have Barricade with his weapon, and looks very nice. Usually he would have a string to hold it, but no, there he is with his, which looks very nice. It looks like he's holding a gun, to be honest. Yeah, that's just my choice, but that was that, which was cool. And I just, yeah, just trying to stand him up. There we go. Now I gotta give it to Barricade. It's very nice, a very nice heftily figure, I gotta say. This figure just looks very amazing. This figure is probably like very cool, and you guys can see the doors that they hang out from the side, which looks very nice on this figure. And Barricade is like, I know people would want to get especially for younger kids, would want to get this set just to get the Barricade. Well, they wouldn't even care about the Bumblebee, but yeah, they would get this set just for the Barricade figure, I would say. But yeah, that was Barricade. As far as his articulation, his head can move as on a ball joint, can move left to right, and it can move up and down. He has no waist swivel, unfortunately. His arms can move and he has a butterfly joint here. His arms are on a ball joint, and he has swivel at the bicep, and you guys can see his right here has been at the elbow. His hands can move like claw, like this, look, like so. That's the only articulation you guys gonna get out of the hands. His legs are on a ball joint. He has a double hinged legs. They can move in and out like so, and they can also bend like that. This looks very nice, and his feet can go down and up. That's the only thing you're gonna get out of the articulation. That's the only articulation you're gonna get out of him, which is not too bad, but still, it does, that. And yeah, this Barricade is just very nice, very cool. I can't stop saying how good it is. Again, comparison. Here he is next to Bumblebee. Know that. Yeah, and yeah, that was Barricade, and now we're gonna transform him back. So to transform him back, you just wanna straighten out these pieces and move them up, and take the hands and just collapse them in here. Open these compartments up, and then tuck away the hand, like so, like this. Tuck away the hands, like so, and then bend this out, and then like so, and then bend this out, and then like this, and like that, and bend this out, and that, and you just want to come here to the back. Take this piece and just unravel it here, and now take this piece and just unravel it here, like so. like that. And let's see, once you've done that, you just want to push this head back like so. Okay, and just move everything back to its original place. Just straighten this out on the back, and now you want to lift this whole section up. Now take the feet and you just want to bend them in. Oh, take this and just collapse this in, and bend them in like so as far as you can. Bend them in, and then move the double joint outward so it could be, you know, kind of facing that way. So like that. So there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Move this whole section back. And just put that in like so, like so, like so. And just bend these back. And just want to kind of bring this whole back, and just want to tab them in, really. Oops. And now my phone's at 50%. No, that's just fantastic. Okay, so we're almost done, I gotta say. So once you've done that, just kind of having trouble here. No, just like that. And just peg this in. It gets complicated, but I promise you'll get it to everything in to work. There we go. Once you've done that, just put these pieces back in their places. I go from Detroit. Okay, there we go. Oops. It likes to detach itself sometimes. It likes to be like that. Everything, it just gets in the way sometimes. But you know. Oops, and oh my god, and the window popped off. Well, that's not good. Oh my god, just gonna peg that in. There we go. Kind of move the legs up here. And just and then just kind of peg this in. And that's the problem. It gets in the way, but I'm pretty sure you'll get it done. Now, again, I have the problem with the doors. They don't like to peg in. I don't know, but it's just like that. Well, there's nothing I can do about it since they won't peg in. This piece already popped out. Oh god. Okay, there we go. The doors won't peg in, so that's a bummer. But yeah, so the doors won't peg in. But yeah, there's Barricade back into his vehicle mode. Now that was the fastest review I've ever done. Well, I'm not technically say that, well, just for Transformer like this one, but yeah, I just have these problem with these doors, and you don't like to peg in. Obviously Hasbro could have done better, but that's that's just how you're gonna. Oops, that's just how you're gonna get it. So yeah, that was the review for both Bumblebee and Barricade, and obviously they were both really awesome. I really did like them both, and yeah, so that was Bumblebee and Barricade, and yeah, that was that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notifications so you guys don't miss a new video every time it comes out. So yeah, share with your friends, and I will, and I mean I will, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.